What's up, guys? Good morning. Trying to find somewhere to put you here. Let's see where we're gonna. Hopefully that'll work. I'm actually currently doing my laundry in the sink in the bathroom because I'm trying to get some. They don't really like when you do that. They don't care because it saves money and time because I don't have time to go find a place before I leave this morning for Manuel Antonio. I was actually going live because I was going to tell you that I actually maybe I'm behind on some stuff today because hopefully I didn't know that because my computer is having like some kind of weird problem. It won't load anything or anything like that. So I don't know what the hell is going on with it. That being said, I may be behind on a little stuff if you're waiting for something. I think I have everything caught up, and I think it's kind of a sign just to get the hell out of here. So I'm going to go to Manuel Antonio Park today, and if you're just joining me, good morning, Denise. I'm doing my laundry in Manuel Antonio in the sink. See? Look, this is really fancy stuff right here. You can't see. That's my laundry. In a little tiny sink. That's like world's smallest sink, by the way. I don't know. There's probably smaller ones, I'm sure. But I'm just trying to get some stuff at least smelling somewhat normal. So, if you guys are waiting for me on anything, I like I said before, I'm having some issues with my computer and stuff, so I apologize if I'm a little behind. But I'm taking it as a sign just to go ahead and go get started on what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe the park. Good morning, Mary. So, that being said, if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Also, welcome to any new members of Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. I do want to say I truly appreciate you guys saying all the really kind things on that post the other day. It really means a lot to me. I don't think everybody realizes, sometimes when you just take a moment to show a little bit of appreciation for somebody, not necessarily myself, but just anybody in general. If you see somebody in the group that stands out or in the family, let them know, because you'd be surprised how much that can, change their day or their week or their month or even their life. It can be really nice, especially to somebody. Maybe that person doesn't get to hear that enough. They don't know that that's happening, or that they're that special. You know what I mean? So it can be really nice and really comforting to hear, especially if somebody's going through hard times or something like that. You have to keep that in mind because we're all here, but we all have our own challenges and we all face our own difficulties and stuff like that. Also, furthermore, stop thinking things aren't possible. Okay, I see like so much negative and self-doubt running around, and I'm not saying like anybody specifically or anything. I'm just saying, hey, start believing in yourself because you're really capable of so much more than you actually think. And if you always say you suck, well then unfortunately you're always going to suck. I was telling some girls I was playing pool with last night, they're like, oh, I suck at pool, I suck at this or whatever. And I said, hey, start saying that you're good. I was giving them shit about they weren't that great at pool, because you're just a beginner. But if you go into anything in life and you say, I'm bad at this, I suck at this, I can't do this, I can't do that, then you will never get past that. You're starting your mind with absolute failure. You're telling yourself right from the get-go, I can't do this, it's not possible, it's not for me. And once you do that, chances are you're going to continue to do that. And you're going to just build on those bad vibes, those bad things. So you're going to continuously say, I can't do this, it's not possible for me. So if you build a foundation, maybe I think I could probably conquer this. I think I could probably do this. Maybe it'll take a little more time than I expected, but I can do it. It's possible for me. And once you start saying those things, like I said, the more you do anything, the better you get. If you're Looking to buy a house, somebody talked about that this morning. If you're looking to buy a house, maybe it's not going to happen in 5 seconds, I personally have not bought a house, but I'm currently in the mindset to where I actually don't want to purchase a home. But if I did, I could, just like each and every one of you. I am not striving necessarily for that at my current stage in life, and that's because with travel and stuff like that, I'm focusing on that. But that could change. But you just have to remember, whatever you feed is what is going to breathe. So if you're feeding a continuous negative mindset as far as like you can't achieve something, even if it is really difficult to obtain, you're never going to get there if you keep telling yourself that you're not going to. So please make sure and be very, very diligent about what part of your mind or goals or opportunities that you're feeding, because I promise you, if you feed those negative thoughts, they will just get so big you won't be able to control them or conquer literally anything. So if you start saying I can, you start being a person that says I can do this, I will do this, even if it takes time, I'm going to work towards it. Well, then that is what you will build upon, and you will constantly have, and that type of mindset will transfer over into every aspect of your life. Have you ever met, like, we like to say the negative Nancy's or whatever? People that are constantly just have a shitty attitude about stuff. Those same people are the ones that have a shitty attitude about literally everything, every single thing that have, if you talk to that same person that says, oh, it must be nice if you can travel, like, you can't have that mindset. It's not, it must be nice. You have to say it will be nice. That's coming for me or whatever, because once you say it must be nice, that's just instantly saying it's not possible for me. And those same people are the same people that say, well, I live paycheck to paycheck, and I can't do this, and I can't do that, and my life sucks, my job's ass. And those are the same people that are sitting at the dive bars drinking on Friday night, not getting anywhere or caring about succeeding or anything like that. I'm not saying that's bad, but if that's not the life you want, then you have to start believing in yourself. Because let's be honest, if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? And a really important thing is, even for people without kids, you have people around you that are looking up to you, and you may not even know it. You'd probably have, maybe people at work that say, gosh, I wish I was as good as that person at this thing, you know what I mean? So, and when you have that crappy mindset, that transfers over into other people. If you have a good mindset, have you ever met a person when you go to work and you're just like, man, I just love their positive attitude. Every single morning, they just light up my day and stuff like that. And that person, if you've ever noticed, when they talk about other things, they will always have that lighted energy towards it. So try to surround yourself with more people like that. Maybe try to be more like that so that people will want to surround themselves with you. So, I don't know, it's important that you feed, like I said, what you want to breathe. If you want to succeed, you want to get that new house, or you want to get that new job promotion, I guarantee you they're not going to promote you if you have a shitty mindset about life in general. If you say, my job sucks, or I can't travel, or I can't get a house, dude, they don't want you to be a boss. They don't want that kind of mindset. They want believers. They want somebody that believes that they can make that business better, that believes that they can lose weight, or that believes, that the future is bright, because it is. Or it isn't. It depends on what you're thinking in here. You always have to try to go into every single circumstance, even if it's a crappy type circumstance, and you're like, try thinking this was good because, or this was beneficial to me because I needed to learn this skill, maybe because I needed to learn, what not to do in the future or whatever. So even if it is a challenging task, remind yourself know that it probably happened because you need to learn a skill from it, or you needed to learn what not to do or whatever. So you guys, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I will, hold on, let me dry my hands real quick so I can, the secret, let me see if I can read this real quick. Dry my hands. Good morning, everybody, by the way. Law of attraction. Yeah, I totally agree. Yes, they're setting themselves up to fail. Absolutely. Good morning, everybody. A new Railcrow product in the making. Wait, what? What's a new? Is this a Railcrow product? A little busted. Oh, you mean? Oh, you're talking about my washing skills or whatever, or lack of. Make sure that doesn't overfill. You're right. You have no positive mindset. You are the biggest obstacle. Absolutely. Like, you can be your own worst enemy. A lot of people don't realize that. Good morning, Mary Lou. Good morning, Gia. Good morning, Deneen, Linda, Nikki, Mary, Carrie. Exactly. So true. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that. So I want you guys to go in with and I know you've heard this before, I want you guys to go into today with a can-do attitude. Say, I can do anything. I could do anything. And at the end of the day, if you've seen something that maybe you couldn't obtain or something like that, carry that over in tomorrow. Tomorrow work on it, and then the next day work on it. Because like things like buying a house, they're not going to happen overnight. Let's be realistic. I'm not like completely delusional. Completely. Maybe partially. But I'm a very optimistic person, and I know that everybody's not that same person, and I understand that. But you can be more optimistic. I can be more pessimistic if I chose to, but I don't choose to. I tend to see the light in every situation, so we really have to train ourselves to do that. I think something fell down the sink. That's not good. But it's easy to see the bad in things, and maybe sometimes it's a little bit harder to see the good in things. But if you can say, when you're going through divorce or really hard, life-changing things, or you go through, you fall off the wagon and you start eating bad or whatever, you say, okay, try to stop yourself, sooner rather than later. Don't wait, 5 years to change or something like that. But kind of step back while the situation's happening and saying, okay, what am I supposed to be learning from this? Am I supposed to be learning that working too long of hours triggers me to eat poorly because I don't manage my time well? Or does this mean that I should find more positive things to do with my time besides standing in front of the fucking fridge? It could be really simple stuff. But if we analyze each situation while we're going through it, rather than waiting a week, and eating bad or making a bunch of negative decisions or whatever, because the great thing is when we look back at those situations and we say, you know what, a year has gone by, 2 years or 5 years has gone by, and we always say, thank goodness I went through that because I learned so much. So try to let yourself be faster, your response time much faster, and try to make it during the process, because then during the process, if you can learn, you're elevating your self-awareness of the issues that are at hand and conquering them now. So you're like faster. You're constantly learning, and you don't want to screw up. You don't want to. If you keep, the definition of insanity is to do the same thing and expect a different result. If you're following a bad relationship vibe, you're like jumping in to relationship, and you're doing all these bad things over and over and over. You need to stop. You need to stop and think, okay, is this bad? Like, what is the plan here? Like, why am I doing this over and over and over? So kind of step back while you're in the process and learn, and try to learn from that behavior, because let's be completely honest, when we're tried and we're going through difficult situations, that's kind of the universe's way of saying, hey, dude, wake up. This is what I'm trying to teach you. So if you're going through it over and over and over, And I honestly, like, sometimes we go through it and we're like, why did I do this again? Completely different situation, but perfectly same scenario. And you're like, damn it, I did it again. So if you can say, hey, I'm learning, I'm not going to keep screwing this up, and you change, then the universe is going to say, okay, here's a few more crumbs. And they're going to dust you, with a few more crumbs because they see that you've learned from your experiences. Also, stop saying you're bad at relationships. Stop saying you're bad at dieting. You're bad at losing weight. You're bad at fitness. You're bad at this. Even if you think you suck at something, say you're good at it, because then eventually you're going to work towards actually getting good at it. So don't condemn yourself mentally without even trying. Maybe give yourself a shot. Maybe, like the kids last night that I met, I say kids, they were adults, but maybe, them saying that they're good at something, I told them, hey, say you're good at something or whatever, and literally after that, the lady, the girl won 5 games in a row of pool because I started working with her as far as like positive affirmations and stuff like that. Yeah, I was giving them hell. We were talking shit back and forth and just giving each other a hard time. But I said, don't say you suck at something. And she's like, I'm good at pool. I'm good at pool. 5 games in a row, guys. 5 games. And before that, she said she lost tons of games. She was really excited, felt good about it. And I told her, always say something that you're good at something. Don't condemn yourself mentally. So today, I want you guys to work on something. If there's something that you're struggling with, please make sure that you give yourself a little bit of a break and say, hey, I'm really good at this. And if I'm not, it's okay because I'm going to work on it. I'm going to do my best every day